using derivatives, right? So what
Right.
happens if somebody is already invested, right? They're already invested in the market. They've seen those losses. They've seen their portfolios down 20, 30%. And they're like saying, I can't take this anymore, yeah. This is the limit, you know. I mean, it's paining me enough. I
Yeah.
don't want markets. If markets go down further, I can't handle it. Now I call my financial advisor and they say, no, 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 the upside is coming. Don't exit, right? Just tell me, can I somehow protect myself from, if markets go down, can I protect myself? What can I do?
So are you referring to an investor who's already invested in the markets at this point?
Yes, somebody who's already invested, they've been through this, during March, and they've seen their portfolios down. Markets are slowly showing recovery. It's not yet come to even purchase price, but I
Yeah.
don't. I more than anything else, I don't want further fall and more pain.
Sure. So what I can do is I have taken some data from the market as of yesterday. I would
Okay.
like to show that to the participants here. Can you see my screen, Bhuvna?
Yeah, I can. I can.
So for all the discussion that we will do today, the assumption that we are going to make is everything is live as we speak. So I am not doing any back testing. I'm not showing any data which is academic or hypothetical. So what I've done is taken all the data from the actual markets as we speak. So yesterday Nifty closed at 10142. That's the level of Nifty for yesterday. So what
Okay.
I've done is the first question that you asked me is about hedging. So if
Yeah.
you already are sitting on a portfolio,
Yeah.
and as you said, you don't want any downside risk further, you
Mm.
can simply, the easiest thing you can do is buy insurance. Just like you buy a vehicle insurance or a term insurance policy, you can
Uh-huh.
actually go out there and purchase what is called as put options. So
Mm-hmm.
I am not going stock specific in this particular session, but
Mm-hmm.
the same thing you can do for a specific stock. I am looking at what is called as Nifty put options.
Okay.
So what I've done is I have taken the premiums as of yesterday, and because it is like an insurance contract, you have to pay a premium to purchase what is called as put option. So why, when you purchase a put option,
Mm-hmm.
all the downside from wherever you buy the protection,
Mm-hmm.
that downside will be protected. You will not have loss below that certain level. For example,
Okay.
market today is 10,142. So I have taken a 10,000 strike price put. What it essentially means is if you don't want any downside below 10,000 levels,
Mm-hmm.
you can simply pay this premium of 600 rupees. This is the approximate premium as on yesterday. And this
Six
option is
rupees
till
for
December.
10,000.
Sorry?
600 rupees for every 10,000. You saying that?
No, it is 600 rupees per Nifty.
Okay.
So essentially what will happen is that you are going to pay per lot of 75 Nifty. So your
Okay.
actual outflow will not be 600, your actual outflow will be 75 times 600. But
Okay.
10,000 is per Nifty, 600 is per Nifty. That way it is comparable if you want to compare. So that percentage from the current market level is 5.92%. So roughly 6%. And this is for December. Let me be clear. So what I'm trying to say is if you pay 600 rupees,
Uh,
anything below 10,000 market level can be hedged. You will not have any loss below 10,000. And the cost of doing this, the premium you are ending up paying is 6%. And this is not per annum. This is 6% of your portfolio till December, which is roughly, I think, about 6.5, 7 months that we are talking about.
so
So,
if I have, let's say, about a crore of rupees in invested,
yeah,
and if I pay 6 lakh rupees,
yeah,
if the portfolio drops to 70 lakh rupees also, let's say, for example, I will be protected for the 1 crore rupees.
absolutely. Which means what is happening is that below the 10,000 level market. So, mind you, currently market is 10,142. So
Okay.
there is a 142 rupees loss you will have to incur, obviously. But
Yeah.
anything below 10,000 you'll be protected. And what is the cost of that protection, which is non-recoverable? It is roughly 6% for a 10,000 level protection.
So what you're saying is my maximum loss that I will incur is this 6%. If markets fall also,
Correct.
six, if I paid out of my pockets this 6%, that's all is my loss.
Correct. The other way of looking at the same thing is now after you do this, let's assume market does not fall, market goes up by let's say 8% in the next 6 or 7 months. Then
Okay.
do remember that your portfolio will go up by 8%, but this
Uh-huh.
6% loss you'll have to incur. So essentially your net profit is also going to fall by 6%.
Okay, yeah, obviously. Yeah, okay. So this is an expense that I've already incurred.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I have to write it off. So 6% cost for peace of mind. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. So you can sleep peacefully, whatever happens to COVID, whatever happens to US-China issues, whatever happens to China-India issues, you
Okay.
can be rest assured that below 10,000 levels, your portfolio is secured. And what is the cost you're paying? You're paying a fixed cost of 6%. Now, suppose you're okay till loss of 9,500 levels. So you're
Okay.
saying that till 9,500, I'm okay because maybe I have that much risk appetite in my portfolio. Then you can buy a protection from below 9,500. It will come to you at a cheaper premium. It will be only 4.3%, and so on and so forth. So as you go, what is called as out of the money, if I may use a jargon, the premium cost will keep on falling that you will pay.
Okay. Okay. So today 10,000 is in the money, 9,500 is out of the money.
Even 10,000 is out of the money because Nifty is at 10,142. So you're near the money. You're 142 away from the market. So none of these strikes are in the money.
Okay. But already markets have fallen so much, right? So, expecting another 20%, of course, well, nobody knows for sure. But is there any way that this 6% can be reduced? Or no?
Yeah, so we can add different levels of strategies or combinations where you may want to protect your downside and also try to not pay 6%. May I request all of you to be on mute? There's a little bit of disturbance that I'm seeing. So, yeah, so what I'm saying is you can try and recover a part of the 6%. I will show you how that can be done.
There's something called so I'm not able to even
Just give me 1 second, please. Sorry, I think, is it better now, Bhuvna? Yeah, so what you can do is if you want to be a little more, if I would use the word creative, what you can do is you can go further. So this is pure cost of hedging, if you would want to call it that way. Now, always just a practical tip I would want to give out to the listeners if they are trying to hedge. Never try to hedge monthly. I will never recommend you to buy monthly put options. Like you go and buy June, and then after June you buy July. After July you buy August. If you do that, invariably you will pay 2 to 3% premium every month. You will end up paying 2 to 3% premium, and as a result, what will happen is you will basically have a very hedging cost of annually something like 10 to 12% per annum. So that is going to be a very high cost if you are considering an annual hedging cost. If you do it monthly, so what I would always suggest is hedge for 6 months or hedge for the entire 1 year. 1 year will be a little illiquid, but you can always hedge for the 6-month time period. Your cost of hedging will be much more lower rather than doing a monthly hedge every time is what I would always recommend.
Okay, so you're saying if I take a longer duration put option, then I can reduce these costs.
Yes, because one of the factors that affects premium is something called volatility. So there is a lot of statistical calculation that goes behind it. So if I simply keep hedging every month, June and then July and then August and then September, the monthly annualized cost is definitely going to be 10 to 12%. So I wouldn't suggest doing that. Annually, you can hedge it at something like 6 to 7% per annum. Why you're seeing 6% for December is, just to clarify, the volatility in the market these days is very high.
Okay.
So there is something called implied volatility. So as the volatility becomes normal, historically you will see annual cost of hedging is something like 6-7%. That's your 1 year's peace of mind if you want to hedge, 6 to 7% per annum.
Okay, so this, because of current situations, it is more. It's 6% for even 6 months. That's what
exactly. Absolutely well said. Yeah.